I can taste your words. I can taste your.
Welcome to the Easy Answer Podcast. I'm Brandy, plant-based chef.
And I'm Vonanise, plant-based adjacent.
On this podcast, we explore thought-provoking conversations around food
and simple ways to stay healthy in this crazy world.
All right. So what's up, Vaughn?
Hey, Brandy, how you doing? What you drinking?
Well, honestly, today I'm just drinking some water. It's in this fancy little container, but it's just some regular old water.
Yeah, so it gives you the good skin.
That So, what is that called? It's hot. It's summertime. What are we about to do? We're about to start going out to barbecues and stuff like that. And a lot of people are exploring this whole plant-based space right now. So when you explore like a plant-based lifestyle, a lot of times people kind of come for you. And I have firsthand. Yes. People
Party hosting time. Why would someone come for you when we're having parties? Yay!
It's something. It sounds like it's a good thing, right? But it's something about this idea that people are bringing you into something where you're being. You don't have access to meat. You don't have access to meat. You don't have access to cheese, dairy. So you're not getting cheese. You're not getting cream. That people feel like they're going to be neglected, and there is a visceral kind of response where they like attack. It's the weirdest thing ever when they think that they're going to have an experience without meat and cheese.
Wait, I don't understand. You say bringing people into things. Could you explain this in layman's terms? You're saying Brandy's having a dinner party, right? And you send out, do you send out evites?
Yeah, mostly text message evites, but yeah, evites,
And do you tell them that it's a vegan like dinner party?
No. Why should they need to know that?
Okay. Are these people that know you and know that that's how you get down?
Sometimes, yes. I mean, if you're coming to my house, you know me. Like, I'm not just letting random people in the street. You know what I mean? Coming to my house, that's a whole different situation. But I have had people that don't know me that I'm like, oh, I'm having a, like I say, don't know me well. Not like, oh, I met you on a train, come to my house. But like, maybe I'm at the networking event. I've known them you like for like a week or so. We vibe well. I'm having an event that's coming up. There's some cool people that are going to be there. And I want them to know these cool people. I may invite them to this party, but I don't feel obligated to tell them that, oh, there's not going to be any meat there. No.
So when the person calls you Brandy and they say to you, is there anything I can bring? Mm-hmm. Do you clarify then that there's no meat?
No, I say, thank you so much for offering. You could bring some wine. I have all of the food covered. I can't wait to see you there.
Look at your face. You know that you need to tell people that there's no meat because meat and fish and, flesh, that's the norm. So you have to tell people that you don't have meat.
No. See, I don't think you do. And I think that's the problem. There's an expectation for people that we have to explain ourselves. I don't want to have to explain myself when I'm offering up a nice gesture to you. Like, I'm literally being like, hey, let's come together. Let's have some food. Let's have some wine. Let's hang out with some cool people. And now I, all of a sudden, have to start explaining to you that there's not going to be any meat there. It's not like there's not going to be any food. It's not like there's not going to be any air conditioner. It's not like there's not going to be any chairs, right? It's not going to be any meat. I don't think I need to disclose that information.
I mean, like, I have a little cousin, actually, and I don't know if this has been proven by a doctor, but she said that eating vegetables makes her sick. And I'm not lying. I've seen her get sick from it. Until she got pregnant, she said she couldn't really eat vegetables. So she didn't really eat vegetables. I mean, maybe she would have potatoes here and there, but not like vegetables, greens. And so I just think that with all the food allergies in this world, Brandy, you have to tell people that you're not cooking meat.
Okay.
That it's and it's not even vegetarian, it's vegan. Like there's no like you have to tell people there's like not much decadence.
No.
Sorry.
Number one, no. That's all. Let's be real.
I like that.
I do check for allergens. So if I do ask you, do you have any allergies? I'm very respectful as far as allergens.
No, someone tells you that. Why can't you just tell them that there's no meat at that point?
Tell me why they need to know. Like when I go to parties as a person who doesn't eat meat, nobody tells me all I'm eating is salad. Maybe if they didn't put cheese in it. You understand? So why is it that I have to disclose to somebody else? Everybody eats vegetables. So why do I have to let you know that I'm only serving what everybody eats?
Who's to say that everyone eats? I just told you that my little cousin Kiki don't eat them.
No,
okay? So Kiki comes to it, she can't have anything to eat.
No, I love Kiki's case. I would love to case study her because Kiki is not necessarily allergic to vegetables. There is something in the vegetables that's causing her maybe not to be able to eat them. I have a friend who's allergic to nickel. Now, nickel happens to be in a lot of vegetables, so she couldn't eat that many vegetables, right?
Okay,
So
what do you mean by nickel? Because that, for the lame person, we don't know what do you mean nickel? Why is nickel in vegetables?
Nickel, like how magnesium, potassium, like nickel is a mineral that is in vitamins.
Oh, there you go with your knowledge again. I didn't know. Like nickels that we spend is in,
Yeah, not like money nickel, but
money nickels, but like the yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So that's the deal with that.
Okay. So like gluten. So you can have a nickel allergy, like you have a gluten allergy.
Correct.
So when she comes, if you know she's coming, then what do? You prepare your food differently? Like,
so I know because she can't eat anything out of a can because most can has like nickel in them. So I make sure I have nothing that I feed her from a can, and then I know I have a list of all of the vegetables that have nickel in them, and so I just make dishes. Like I'll make her a dish usually that uses vegetables and grains that are nickel free that she can enjoy.
And so I'm saying that if she's allowed to have food restrictions, why can't the meat people be told that there's no meat and then they can have a burger before they get to your house?
Because they already had a burger before they came to my house. Because they
How do you know?
Because they eat meat.
Meat people eat burgers every day. Okay.
They have meat. People. Listen, if they eat meat, they've had a burger, they've had a grilled chicken, they've had a steak, they've had some meat. They can have a meatless meal one time. I'm not even asking for a meatless day. I'm asking them for an amazing meatless experience. Okay, that's a whole. Anybody wants that. Everybody wants that.
I don't know if everyone wants that, Brandy. Everyone does not want that. You cannot make assumptions about what people want. And that's why you should tell them. My mother is a very she's not a person who expresses to you and tells us every day that she loves us. She's definitely in the 5 love languages, acts of service, and hers is food. So one year someone came to my house, a friend of mine, and he was a vegetarian. She made a whole vegetarian lasagna for him. Mind you, it had cheese in it. But to my mother, he was coming, and I said he was a vegetarian, and she was like, "Oh, good thing you told me, girl, because I can make him." And she made him a whole lasagna. All right, a big pan too. She was like, "Well, that's the only thing that he eats, so he could just have the whole pan, and he could just take the rest home." And I was like, "But I like some of the vegetarian lasagna," And my mother is very accommodating towards people, and I just feel like, what's the big deal for you to tell them? Because if you came to my barbecue, I have been trained by this woman. I would ask you, and I would have some food for you, just you.
No, so when I ate meat, I would ask people if they were vegetarian, if they had restrictions. I would, even as a person who does not eat it. I ask people if they have allergies, right? Everybody eats vegetables. I don't
I just told you my cousin Kiki don't eat them. I just
has
told you
an allergy that the doctors have not fully unpacked yet. That's my money.
You understand? I'm going to tell you about Kiki and you're not listening. All right?
I don't think we just disclose it, but I do want to open up this conversation for our guest who is waiting for us to join this conversation. So I'm going to bring her in, let her introduce herself, and then we're going to kind of pick up and hear her feedback, and then also continue on with this weird obligation to let people know that we're not serving meat. That sounds crazy, but okay. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Teresa, welcome to the Easy Answer.
Thank you. Hello, ladies. How you guys doing today?
We're doing good. How about you?
I'm okay. I feel like I'm having a little bit of a delay over here. Are you getting it on that side?
Just slightly. There is a little bit of a delay, but we can work through that. I think we're all kind of used to technology not being an exact science these days.
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Sounds good.
Cool. So
Good,
tell
good.
us
I didn't switch devices like 3 times.
You gotta love it. Tell us who you are, what it is that you're working on, what you do.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, first of all, thanks for having me on the show. Currently, I am operating 2 projects. I am the founder and host of Liberation and Rated Productions, artist-based organization out of New York that does monthly offerings of open mics, and we feature artists who do revolutionary work. And at our events, you get an opportunity to participate in social justice activities. So we may sign petitions, follow a cause, share information, or get more information about rallies and things of that nature that you can do. And then I'm also the co-host of a radio show called Objection to the Rule, which is on Radio Free Brooklyn. And it is a social justice radio show that examines news stories across the world, locally and globally, about social justice issues. So that gives us a chance to have dialogue as, Brooklynites, New Yorkers, about topics that we don't really talk about too much and some that we talk about too much. So it's a pretty good opportunity to just really engage our minds and just learn about all the different things that's going on in the world. And other than that, just trying to be great, trying to stay fit, drink my water, praise God, burn my candles. That's it.
Yes, the simple things in life, the easy answers, right there.
So Brandy,
right? Why is those always the hard to though?
So I have a question for you. Brandy's hosting an event, okay? And you don't know that she's a vegan chef. Do you think that it is Brandy's responsibility to disclose to you that there's no meat at her event? But you don't know Brandy that. You don't know her that well. So what's
nice? Well, I've been to one of Brandy's events where there was no meat. And I can say I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I was pleasantly surprised by the offerings. But the friend that I did invite, she felt a little ways about the carrot dog. She was like, this is not a hot dog. Like, this is a carrot on the bun. And I don't understand why she was trying to front like this was a thing. So, it was a thing. She was like, everything was great, but that carrot dog situation that's not those are her exact words. So, I'm like, I'm open-minded. I enjoy, vegan dishes. I enjoy exploring food. Since I don't eat pork, I tend to go in the other direction with my exploratory. So vegan options, vegetarian options are always something I like to try. But maybe you want to tell them? Maybe, because not everybody likes veggies. I feel like it's more people that don't like veggies than don't like meat.
Thank you.
See, we're not talking about the like. The we talk about the
they like certain veggies, like not all of them.
So crazy. Okay.
I'm saying, some people, especially in the Black community, they'd be like, I eat greens and broccoli, sometimes carrots, onions if you cook them, and that's it. Like it'd be a real limited supply sometimes, and that's that. People should explore vegetables and healthy eating, but.
So see, for me, it's my mission, though, to shift that experience for our people and everybody in their relationship with vegetables. So, like, for me, I season and prepare vegetables the same way I would season and prepare meat. So, yes, okay. It's the carrot hot dog, the marinade, was a little different. I don't think they seared up on the grill, okay? They may have another season, right? However, However, like I didn't just take a carrot and put it on a bun. It was like hot dog. Like there was a process.
No, you definitely made effort, but you didn't convince her. Like she.
No, I get it.
Not with the shit.
Sometimes
I hate to say that, but
it's hit or miss. Yes. However, for me, it's about planting the seed to open up the possibilities. And if you muddy up the potential from jump by telling somebody that, oh, there's not going to be any meat here, like people come with this resistance to like a meat-free meal. It's like, ugh. But what's crazy is that if I come to your party not eating meat, people come for me because I don't want to ingest that chicken, right? I want to eat just stuff that's from the earth. I don't like. It's weird. It's a double standard. I don't like.
Are you the type of person that would bring your own dish to the barbecue?
Only if the host said it was okay. I wouldn't just show up without the host saying it was okay, because I also think it's rude to come to somebody's house that's hosting a dinner with your own food. Unless they say it's okay, that is rude.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, I was just checking because I've met vegan people who do that on the regular. Like it ain't nothing here for me, so I just travel with food, and I'm just like that sounds stressful. Like you always have to prepare, Yeah,
I mean, now there's situations that I've gone to that I know is probably not gonna be nothing for me, and I had something prepared to eat after I leave. I've had situations like that, but I ain't gonna open up my Tupperware at somebody's party. I'm just not doing that.
You know, you always got trail mix in your purse, right?
I mean, is it any different than having hot? Like, is it any different than having hot sauce in your bag? It's kind of not.
Is it
different? Maybe.
See, that's a condiment, right? I don't think condiments have the same, I think so. Like, okay, speaking of like the hot sauce, now, if you just pull your hot sauce out and start dumping it on before tasting, disrespectful. Don't receive food until you taste it.
No, I'm disrespecting you with my condiments. People are taking things way too personally.
Disrespectful. Somebody took the time to prepare a meal for you. The least that you could do is eat that original bite as they intended. Now, once you take that original bite, it might be like, I need a little more of this, a little more of that. That's okay. But you cannot get the plate and just start dumping stuff on it before tasting the original bite as intended. Poor
I can't just, like people are taking things too far. I
concur because when I'm bartending, what I hate. Yes, no, I concur because when I'm bartending, what I hate is somebody be like, they order a drink, they be like, okay, so I want like no juice, just like a drink. I'm just like, okay, if you want a shot, order a shot. Let me make you a drink. Like that's my job. I'm supposed to like get you right. And then before they even put their lips on it, like, it looks light. Can you And I'm just like, come on, man, give me a shot.
Taste it first.
Jeez, that's so funny.
I understand that.
I think that people, I understand what you both are saying, but I was watching Rachel Ray and she was saying that she keeps a seasoning packet in her purse when her and her husband go to dinner parties and they sit next to each other and he sometimes asks for it because she likes her food very hot. And some people have a very high tolerance for heat. So what if they know that they like things very spicy? Like, I'm not going to take it personally if you know that you like things spicy. So you want to put some extra pepper on it.
How do you know that I don't like it spicy before you take the first bite? I don't have a problem with you altering it after you have the first bite as intended. How do I know how much more heat to add if I haven't had the first bite? You don't know. And food is all about tasting. Like people go, oh, I can't cook. If you can't cook, the reason you probably can't cook is because you don't taste along the way. We know what we like, and that's the beauty of cooking. You can cook and adjust as you go if you taste. So you taste first, have the first bite as intended by the person who prepared it. It might not be a great bite. That happens. But after that, then you edit. You don't edit before. You don't get stuff at the table and just start dumping salt and hot sauce and pepper sauce. That's disrespectful.
I don't know if it's disrespectful. The person who's doing it, they just doing what they do. I don't take stuff like that personally.
Randy
gets mad.
It could be cultural.
Onions,
Cultural.
like, so.
Say that again about it being.
And some people could consider it a cultural thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, because I will say, my Caribbean friends, they just put pepper sauce on everything. They just dump it on stuff. You assume they just need pepper sauce. I'm just like, okay. Can we taste the bite first? But
that's how it go, you know?
Yeah. So, all right. So, how do we feel like, I mean, the conversation, the topic of this conversation, or the theme of today is just like respecting people's lifestyles around food, and everybody kind of shows up differently. Like, what are some things that I guess outside of the not taking the first bite as intended? What are some things that I don't know that bug you around people when it comes to just like food, and when you have a lifestyle choice that's different than theirs?
So what I've been trying to stop doing is like explain myself before I do something, because I think we have like so many social graces because of the things that we've had to do in life, depending on what your plight is and where you come from. So you have these sort of parameters that you operate in, you know, just to make everybody's like cool and copacetic and PC. I've been trying to like just not apologize for the way I show up, because it's just my flavor, as one of my friends said. So sometimes it could be, you know, a little hood if I'm on that. Sometimes it could be, I've definitely been called bougie, not necessarily by things that I've chosen, but by look or how I show up sometimes. But honestly, I just kind of be like, hi, this is me. This is what we doing. You want to try it? No, it's not. That's cool. What's for you? All right, that's great. So you do you, I do me. We'll just be, you know, different. I just been really trying to make an effort like lately to not necessarily have to explain it, but give people an experience that they won't forget, you know? I can't say at work all the time because some people just be like, yo, she just real whatever I am that day. And it just don't go well. But I think that the more we kind of show up who we are, we give them an opportunity to observe, to learn, and to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that works. I think that's just where I'm at with things now. But in the past, maybe I would take down a little bit, just like not be so, you know, extra, if you will. Think about the things that I say sometimes, so make sure that I'm being respectful and mindful of space. But yeah, I think it's better for us to just be who we are, and some people will like it, and some people won't.
Touche. I
Oops.
wish there was some
Yeah,
horn.
Carrot hot dogs, you know.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Like
Thank
we're
you.
having a Juneteenth barbecue this year, like my family. And I said to my sister, okay, so I'm going to bring a baby grill. And on that grill, I only want grilled vegetables and grilled fruit. And don't let anyone put anything else on this grill. And then I'm going to leave that grill at your house. And I'm expecting you not to let anyone else put anything else on this grill. And she said, that's fine if that's what you want to do. I don't have a problem with that, you know. But that's my family, you know, just because I feel like we eat too much of that, of meat and all that. I'm like, and I love grilled zucchini and I love, you know, watermelon grilled. So we need to start to incorporate more of that into our diets. And so I'm the person, and I'm not even going to pretend like I force it on my family only, Brandy. Not like normal people and say everybody eats vegetables, you know. But to my family, I would like force it on them, and then you know they have no choice.
Oh, I think it's good. I think it starts at home, right? You start with the family forcing it. I just inspire people to eat vegetables. I don't force them to eat vegetables. They just ain't eat nothing but vegetables at my house or in my parties. But you know, that's it.
But that's not true. When you used to have
Yeah.
your barbecue every year, you had a grill for people that wanted to cook.
It was the BYOM, bring your own meat barbecue. So yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's not
I think it's
explicitly called that, you can't just bring meat to the party.
right. I think it's good to like just have options for everybody. Like, you know, options you enjoy, options other people will enjoy. And that way it just kind of like, oh, well, you didn't want to eat salad. Well, just eat some because you like that. You can eat that. In my mom's house, it was like, listen, she had this sign in her kitchen. It's like mom's rules. If I buy it, you wear it. If I cook it, you eat it. If I say this, you do it. Why? Because those is mom's rules. So it's like, if it's on my plate, you better take a bite because that's the offering. So you better eat a little bit, a little something. Or you're going to be hungry.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like I say, I'm very adamant about this, but like both of you guys have come to my non-meat dining experiences. And it's not like I literally am out here giving out wheatgrass shots and arugula salads. Like, that's not what we're having. Like, it's a whole thing.
But I'm aware that you're a vegan chef, so I'm I know your background. I'm not like an idiot. I'm not expecting it to be like, I can't wait to go to Brandy's house. I'm gonna get a porterhouse steak. Like, I don't expect a porterhouse steak, Maybe I'll get a mushroom steak, but that's it, So I'm aware of it. But I'm saying if you pick someone and they're not aware, then I think that people, and if they call you, and especially if a person asks you, can I bring something, Brandy, they're opening the conversation.
Oh, all right, that is true.
You could tell them that.
I guess I could tell people, don't bring meat. You're right. Bring anything except meat. It's a meat-free party. I could totally. You're right. When I start inviting people to my house that I don't know again, I'm gonna start.
It's your events. You always have events. I'm events.
I get it.
That shock value is good. Sometimes it's good, because people get surprised. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed everything that was there. Like, and I had a little bit of everything just to make sure. I didn't try to carry a hot dog though, but I tried everything else that was there, and it was all good. Everything was delicious. So my plate was full. I was good with it, My friend was good with it too. She just, she was just, that was just weird for her. But she enjoyed everything else.
Yeah,
if you were a vegan and your food was just like not good,
right? So that's one. I agree. Now I will have to say that. Now, if you out here representing vegetables with disrespect,
see again the word disrespect. Everything disrespect. Like again, all right.
Do not don't all food. Don't kill an animal. Don't kill a plant, and then disrespect like with some crappy presentation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta bring it to the table, and do not introduce people to this lifestyle in a janky way. You know what I mean? Don't serve people like soy hot dogs. Don't get me wrong, they probably taste pretty good, but like, soy chicken nuggets and like I say, like a bag salad. Like, make it exciting if you're trying to introduce the lifestyle, if you're looking for, because the topic of the show is like, not really put some respect on my lifestyle, but I guess maybe that's the unofficial title, right? So it's like you gotta give respect to get it, right? So you gotta show up in a way that people are gonna be open to the idea of like, oh, okay, yeah, this is cool.
Exactly.
So,
okay.
And I love it when you're pleasantly surprised, because if you don't go looking for those vegan experiences, you won't have them so easily. I went to brunch with a friend of mine in West a couple weeks ago, and we didn't make a reservation. It's COVID, so every place was like packed. So we're just walking, look for a place. And we walked past a place that was a vegan French place. And we walked past and she was like open to it. I was like, I'm not the biggest fan of French food. And then it's vegan. I don't know about that. Mm-hmm. But we couldn't get seated. So we ended up having dinner there, or brunch. It was amazing. Like, it was so good.
Yeah. What was it called?
It was delicious. Let me look it up for you real quick. But I definitely would go back there, and I was really grateful for the experience. I wanted to try other things. I was very conservative with my choices. I was like, let me just try like a soup or something. Like, I didn't go all in. She went all in. She ordered the entree, the appetizer. Man, let me just tell you, that food was, man. Like, I gotta take you there, Brandy. Just honor that.
I love
it was great.
I love to hear when people make good food with plants. It excites me. This is what excites me in life.
Well, yeah, I'm not too excited about it, but food don't do it for me in that way. Like, ooh, the restaurant, like. You know, but everyone has their thing, right, Brad? But I know what you mean.
But the
Sometimes, like,
surprise is
I
always
want to
so
be
great because you don't expect it to be. Yeah, surprise is
Yeah.
always so good. It was called Delise and Saracen, Delise and Saracen, and it's on Christopher Street.
Okay.
Delicious, yeah. Check that out.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So no, I agree, and I think that's also one of the things that kind of why I don't like to, like, for me, it's that number one is the preconceived notion that it's not going to be good because there's no meat. And I like the element of the surprise. I feel like that's brand brandy, like the element of surprise. So it's just what I like to do. Yeah. So guys, we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap up this conversation about how do we handle respect and food, and I'm gonna bring Teresa back next week, and we're gonna talk about the same thing, but around how do we deal with these situations as it relates to alcohol. So, guys, thanks a lot for joining us for today's episode of The Easy Answer. Until next time, remember, what are we supposed to be remembering, Ron? Because you do this outro better than me, because you inspired it.
Now that you put me on the spot, brain fart. You know, I feel like you should always remember that you can find good food everywhere you go.
All right. Until next time.
Bye.
That's it. Bye, everybody.